Welcome back to my channel. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment, and share, man. Hit that notification bell so you can stay in tune when I post new videos. Also, comment down below. But I'm gonna get right to it, man. I'm gonna try to get done with this video, man, because it's so long. I'm gonna let it do some hours or so. But here we go.
And this is no, that ain't like that no job. It ain't like that no job. Let me explain. Like I said, you suspended until investigation is over. Like till the investigation over, you suspended. So it's kind of like what you're saying is pretty much, hey bro, you gotta get that straightened before you come back in good graces with us or with the people, because right now you got an allegation. That's what I'm saying. So. You know what I mean? And like if he was my friend, I'm like, I can't take no pictures with you, man. Listen, you got some facts. You got some problems. I can't even come to your house. Until you get that straight, don't come around me. Exactly. I can't even come to your house. I can't be associated with pedophiles, man. You never was a friend. And another thing that I want to say was this: he used to have he had his daughter and his young daughter, little daughter, in fishnet stockings when he used to go to Sanetta's studio. Sanetta's wife, Sanetta's wife used to have to hear earfuls from his wife about how Brother Polite would have these young women dressed in his studio.
And YK, would you leave your daughter with Polite alone?
Real quick, let me just say this. I'm so sorry, sis, if you got triggered. I love you so much, Blue, and I know if you can't be in the chat, it's okay. I know you always got my back. Shout out to my sister Leah as well. Leah, we supposed to be going to Summer Jam, and I'm up at 6 in the morning. This is crazy. Anyways, let me just read this real quick. And I really am so sorry, Alice, because Alice said that her grandfather slept with her mom from age 14 to 21 years old. So her grandfather is also her father. I'm assuming that's what she's saying. She said, if you ever have a victim of child molestation panel, I'm here. And yes, we're going to have to do that. We're going to have to do it. She says, people forget about how the child feels, period. Okay, so when you did that, YK, that really triggered a lot of people. I'm going to tell you right now, that triggered a lot of people, because you're saying, what if the girl came on to him? I get that, but she's 14, yeah? Yeah, I know that 14-year-olds can be, some of them could be a little fast, but when they mentioned the alcohol, you said she probably had the alcohol herself.
How do you get hard for a 14-year-old?
Everything you kept just...
That part.
The thing is, you could say we should wait until it's time to crucify him, like once he's on the cross or whatever.
I would have supported that.
But at the same time, when you keep saying these things about the young lady, it completely makes you look like you are fucking.
Not just that, it makes me think that's why I was saying earlier, he's young. He gotta be, because when I heard you say when I heard him say on his video how we know the girl didn't come on to him, I'm like, oh, she's 14, G.
Even if that's true, you as a man can't be like,
exactly,
what the fuck? Hell no, this ain't happening. Like you just say, okay, what the fuck? Let's go for it. Like, come on, bro. Like, that's crazy as hell. That's weird. I seriously
want to know will he leave his daughter alone with Polite. I seriously want him to answer that.
He dropped off.
I want that answer in the chat or whatever.
Okay, you know what? That's fine.
You gotta go to school.
Listen, at the end of the day, he dropped off. I made the video.
Gotta go to
the
church.
video was about him. So, what up, my brother Iban? The video that I posted.
I wish Iban was here earlier.
I do too.
I mean, at the end of the day,
what's going on with y'all?
Man, this shit really sucks, because at the end of the day, like I said, I got people in here that's getting triggered, and this young lady Alice said that, she made a very good point. You're not really considering the victim. You're not considering, and it's like, what if she did? What if she was the one that had the alcohol? What if the mother? What if this? oh, it was 4 o'clock in the morning when they went out to eat. How do you know that? You were making up shit yourself, and you accusing us of making up shit.
You saw what Major Moves just said? The 14-year-old finessed the self-proclaimed genius.
Exactly.
Wait, somebody said
that's what I was saying.
How 14-year-old finessed the smartest man and the genius in the world. The smartest man in the world got finessed by 14-year-old.
Thank you.
And I just wanted to make a point, because I know that people talk about, girls being quote unquote fast. There are no fast girls. There are traumatized girls.
Exactly.
And boys too. Children do not become quote unquote fast or promiscuous without some adult or some older child introducing them to sexual activities and abuse and things like that at a very young age. They are acting out due to trauma.
Talk that talk.
And so when we do this, a lot of times, I was listening, and I don't know if you all heard it, but on Saw Matters, one of his shows the other day, this woman came up and she was calling the girl a Jezebel.
I heard that.
Oh my God, it was disgusting. She was creepy. Oh my God, that was so disgusting. Yeah, it really was. And it's just like, we have to stop doing this to our Black girls. I hear Black men talk about a lot what they go through, and talk about how, we talk about what the white supremacists do, and the police officers, and how Black boys aren't allowed to be seen as boys, right? Well, the same thing happens to girls, and unfortunately, it happens mostly with Black men who are supposed to be protecting our girls. These are girls. It happened with the girls that were involved, that R. Kelly molested and abused. It happened with the girls that Pope guy molested and abused. They didn't call these girls. Black girls do not get the opportunity to be children. And this is something that has to stop. We are doing the same thing. We complain about the white supremacists doing to us. Why are we doing this? Our children are children.
The language that they use, they keep calling them young women. Stop saying young women.
Yeah,
they are children.
1 second. If you guys see me drop off, it's because I want to allow somebody else to come on. Is there anybody up here that is ready to go down so that I could put somebody else up? If you want to say one last thing, go ahead and say it, and then I'll let somebody else come up, because I'm
gonna drop. So who the next person could? I'm gonna drop. I just want to say one thing real quick, and I'm gonna drop.
Sure.
To the brothers, man, we gotta tighten up. We really gotta tighten up, man. And if you got kids, if you got daughters, if you got sons, you need to be really paying attention to what your kids are doing.
Yes.
I'm honest to God. Like, we're in that stage where all hands on deck. Like, we really need to be paying attention to what our kids are doing, because it's only going to get worse out here. It's only going to get worse out here for them, man. That's real talk.
Yeah.
I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all ladies have a good night. The brothers on the panel, I appreciate y'all.
Man, I appreciate you, man. You came up here and you did that. Thank you. I appreciate when you came up here. But you proved when he was up here, and YK cut him off, and then he cut off YK, whatever, and YK goes, "Oh, you trying to mess up my mind?" Or I don't know if that was you.
That was me.
That really bothered me. That was you there, real talk. I felt like he really is gaslighting me. I feel crazy talking to this guy. Yeah, I don't know why he's off the panel, but at the same time, I see a lot of people are relieved. I'm gonna drop the link for Nadra. She wanted to come up here. A lot of people keep writing. Okay,
I'm sorry.
Okay. I'm just so disturbed in my soul, and I'm not
get
even
off myself, but I'll say one last thing.
Go ahead.
We as Black people in general, male and female, we have to stop living our lives vicariously through people we see on social media. And Polite has been he's been using that for so long. He's at one point in the conscious community, it was all about sovereignty, being free from the system, and then he was talking about how he had a murder charge where he shot somebody in the face, used paperwork, and got out of it. And then was the real estate movement. Then he came with the real estate. So now it's like pimp culture has come to the forefront. Pimp, Instagram, IG model culture is at the forefront right now. And so now that's where him and his wives are at. And there's all the manipulation, you know what I mean? Because a lot of us are suffering from low self-esteem, depression, and we just want to see somebody black that look like us winning, you know what I mean? And so when they see somebody like Polite fall, regardless of the allegations that's been out of that's against him, that's very damning with the evidence. You got to realize with the DNA, it's like one in octillion chances that it's not you, meaning that there hasn't even been that many human beings born on this planet yet for that factoid to be true. The chances of that being somebody else's DNA. So, the thing is, we just have to just let this, let all that idol worship go. Making people your idols outside yourselves, and really start looking at yourselves and building on yourself, working out, being the best version of you. Getting rid of all the negative culture. And protect our children, man. Because as you can see, there's a lot of creeps out here, male and female. And a lot of people have twisted mentalities when it comes to children. And you got to protect your children, the children in your family and in your community. I was in a grocery store. A guy grabbed the girl, a Spanish girl. It looked like she was underage. And me and a few other guys tightened them up. We beat them up. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, she had to be my daughter for me to want to protect her. It's just me being a man. So, you know what I'm saying? Us men, once we get like that, man, we put these pedophiles in their place, and we'll chase all these scoundrels back to the pits of hell where they really belong.
Yeah, thank you so much for even sharing that, because that point that you just made was the point that I was trying to get across to him when I kept saying, but if it was your daughter and you had no proof that he did this, you would fuck him up. But why is it wrong for us to do what we're doing?
Prisoners, we got to understand, even in prison, prisoners, murderers in prison, drug dealers are beating up these people. You know what I mean? Because of their deeds. So that means to tell these criminals in prison have more morality, more love for children than you. As a father of daughters.
YK, the truth. Shame on you. And again, like the person Dirty Varmint said, stop waiting for inmates to punish pedophiles. Period. And I just want to address this real quick, because Nigel said, why did I say I don't know why he's not here? The reason I said that, not because I wanted him to be on the platform, was because I wanted to know, did I scare him? Because, he kept saying that he was scaring us, that I needed you guys up here on the panel because I couldn't talk to him alone. When I was going to drop the link for people to speak about the fucking video,
Bro, you see how stupid this shit sound? If you don't agree with them, you become a pedophile. They give credit to murderers and people in the prison. The brother YK said a lot of shit that's what people with common sense and sense have. You can be killing and harming somebody who's getting falsely accused for something, and these motherfuckers are saying, no, that's good, reward them. And nobody's saying shit to these people, whether you have kids or not. That shit don't make no sense. You rewarding somebody that can be allegedly, possibly fucking up somebody like old boy said he did that's innocent or doing anything. Didn't do it. But you praising it. You say, hey man, inmates fucking up people. Nigga, they don't even know the dude's case. The white cops or the bailers, whatever in the damn prison and jail, just saying, hey, he's a raper, he's this. Don't even know if he do it, and niggas jumping them. Because niggas ain't fighting fair in prison. Like, they talk about a bunch of bullshit that's unfair and not even justified. It's not morally, nigga, if you don't know the facts. This show you that people don't deal with truth. I'm telling you. Don't fuck with nobody that don't deal with the truth, because they're going to get you killed in these last days. They're going to get you killed because they moving out their emotions. And niggas, the Bible preaches niggas acting like bitches in the last days and thinking like bitches with their emotions and not the truth, man. They say, fuck truth, fuck that. That's why a lot of people don't deal with the Bible, but always quoting sayings and shit from the Bible. You got to stand on the truth. Because what they try to do this little mind game and talk about Polite and Young Pharaoh and all these people like to manipulate, play mind games. Bitch, you doing the same thing with that emotional talk. You ain't for the truth. You hear some shit that really makes sense. Hey, look, man, you don't know you be hurting the right person or whatever. Well, I don't care, man. For right now, you just gonna be guilty until find out innocent. All right. Like I said, playing tough and making up lying ass story, embellishing what you did to somebody, you gonna get your damn just due. If you ain't fucking nobody up that's really the victim, really the suspect on any type of pedophile rape case, and you fucking up somebody who's just accused and they don't have shit to do with that woman or that child, you gonna get to just due, man. And that's what I'm standing on, the truth. Fuck your feelings and emotions. I don't care what you call me. Fuck with the right one, you're gonna get fucked up over allegations and all this bullshit, because you ain't walking in no truth. Niggas is putting truth and shit to the side, but then you hear these motherfuckers speaking other broadcasts about truth. The truth is, we gotta stand up for the truth. Man, shut the fuck up. You ain't about no truth. You need to just drop dead. You just talking about we harm anybody, don't know what is. YK didn't say that shit. You don't never mention the part when he said, hey, I could be killing an innocent man. He just responded because it's emotions. Like you full of emotions, all of y'all on this panel. He said, hey, I can go out because it's a girl and do that, but then hitting the wrong person. What the fuck he gonna say to him? I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. No, nigga, I'll kill you if you put your hands on me. I don't give a fuck about no police hearing me. Say, I'll kill even each and every one of you motherfuckers on this panel without even blinking. That bullshit come up on me, start punching me for some allegation or try to do some shit. I'm gonna put y'all all in a box and ship y'all ass off to meet the God you don't believe out of the scriptures. You better wait till some truth come out. You better make sure I am the suspect. Talking about the oppressors. The little girl down there talking. You a little girl in your mind. Well, our oppressors do it to us. You took on the mind of the oppressors. That's all they did to us in this captivity we're in. Falsely accused us. Abused us. Killed us. And then find out that person didn't do it. Then he's dead already. No reparations. Man, y'all some motherfuckers, man. And I ain't gonna talk no more.
He made, basically, and I don't care what nobody say. That was like victim putting the blame on the victim. Period. And he put. Come on, did you see? Did you see?
Let me tell you where a little bit of that is coming from, though, right?
Where's it coming from? Go ahead.
Without him like really thinking about the whole situation in its fullest entirety, it's a lot of things that's been pinned on black men that are not true, like rape allegations and stuff like that. So I believe that he was kind of speaking from that point and that sentiment. But when it comes to a 14-year-old girl, when it comes to a minor, when it comes to molestation, you just got to tuck that in. You just got to keep your mouth shut.
Okay, that is true.
I never met a child.
No, he was talking in the entirety, nigga. Just being falsely accused for everything. And that nigga wasn't just talking in one aspect. So you were wrong, sir. He wouldn't even say what the fuck he said about the 14-year-old. He was talking about for some other. He's talking about it in general. All the way around. So stop the bullshit trying to control the narrative bullshit. He was talking about in general. But see, they made this black woman, black man thing. These women did. And that's what Sarnetta called out too. He said it looked like it's just black women attacking black men again, all over again. Anytime you hear any goddamn thing. Murder, stealing, go fuck what it is. These black women come out of nowhere and make it about them. You ain't protecting black women. Like, the hell you talking about? And then, pussy begging ass niggas always fall for it. A lot of niggas don't agree with y'all, man. But people not into making YouTube videos like that. But I am, as it come down to the truth. I don't give a fuck what you try to focus on out of my videos. My videos, like I said, bitch, the truth. And it's this. People are innocent to proven guilty. Don't give a fuck about your feelings. Like I said, you kill anybody, whether he's the suspect or not, they need to put your ass to death. If I was their family member, I tell them I don't want this nigga in life. I want that nigga dead, that girl dead. Whoever killed somebody over allegations, they need to die. Right along like the person they put to rest.
That lied about a grown ass person touching it.
Thank you. That rarely happens.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. I don't think he took all that into account. Is what I'm saying. And the point that he was speaking from was the anger of all the stuff that's getting pinned on.
How many pedophile cases you know about? Because you seem like the pedophile goddamn encyclopedia. How many cases you know about? Because y'all, how many? Give me numbers. How many pedophile cases you can pull up and show me, since you the pedophile specialist? Because you try to denounce everything anybody else say outside of your bullshit.
On black men. So that's the only out that I could give him.
No, she just played the video of him saying that even if we had undisputable evidence that Dr. York, which he is...
Ma'am, that's an example. He was making a point. Like, goddamn, why y'all keep riding on shit y'all know when people making a point? Man, then calling people kids. Y'all the biggest grown fucking kids I ever known. Niggas say, hey, let me give you an example. I don't care if he did all this. It's a fucking example. You can't interpret English, but you try to play the smartest in the room.
Was a pedophile, did all that shit to the kids, that he would still worship Dr. York.
Exactly.
That's so many red flags, and it sounds like, what the fuck?
Wait, and I want to say thank you, Prodome, real quick, for even addressing that. Because you notice after I played that clip, he didn't really have nothing to say. He told me to go back to a part where he mentioned.
Yeah, he did. You didn't even go back to the part. He wanted to go back to the part where you said that he called him his God. And he said he was going to break that down, that that's not polite, not calling him his God. He was relating how the Hebrews and people in the Bible accept a lot of crazy shit. But okay, man. When the people good at lying, bro, it's just crazy. When you motherfucker can lie without even blinking and want to talk about pedophiles. When you just constantly lying and playing dumb that you don't know English and how to comprehend it. You like, you know what YK was trying to do. You didn't get back to that part. Because y'all was saying he called him his God and all this shit. And he was like, no, I'm trying to address that. Because he don't believe any of that other shit y'all talking about.
God? What the fuck? What the hell does that have to do with what you just heard him say? Even if
trying to throw you off. That's the time.
And then did you notice how he was trying to throw me off, but at the same time?
He gave an example, man. He said, even if he did this, I would have to reverence him, because the same way God killed and do this and Christians still hold on to God. He gave a clear example, and y'all heard it. Everybody heard it and watched it when you did this 11-hour fucking bullshit ass broadcast. He didn't just say it without relating it to something else. He said, look, the same way God got people doing this in the scriptures, okay, I believe in that, meant I had to still believe it. Same way Christians still believe in this when this happened. Same way this. He went and gave examples. That's why he would have to say Dr. York is still, he'll still follow Dr. York. According to how people still follow shit in Islam and in Christianity and Hebrewism and all that, Judaism and the Hebrew Israelite, they still follow stuff after it say something weird, really crazy that can be real crazy to you, me, they still follow it. That's the example that he said. But let me get it, since people trying to play dumb and young and stupid. Because you can try to control the narrative, but when somebody else watching your ass, you get caught up in your bullshit. But let's go. Let's go find that clip of Polite in that interview. talking to that guy. You're gonna hear what I just said. But you just hung on because Dr. York was accused and the damn Puerto Rican dude got on here and said he was sentenced for that shit. Like, y'all crazy, man. It's so funny how a motherfucker want a motherfucker go down. The damn dude who y'all wanted to listen to said he wasn't never convicted for that. Alright, let's get this right here, man. Let's get this, because people playing dumb now. Let's share my screen, sis. Let me share my screen, looking ass. We're going to share the screen.
Win exists. Proof doesn't win exist. That's not my argument. We don't see the win, so proof doesn't exist. That's not my argument.
Y'all see that? So, listen. We're going to play the whole thing. I'm going to chime in and out.
Proof doesn't exist. I can prove it. Look at the tree. The tree's just moving. You can put a windmill. The windmill's going to turn. This is proof that wind exists. Even though you don't see it, it exists. But see, when you see, I'm speaking on behalf of the children or the people that had to testify or that testified.
Had to testify based on what that he did do something to them.
Well, I say had to testify because some people didn't testify. So some people felt it in them that they had to do this, like it's something that they had to do. For me, it felt like it was something that I had to do because one, like I told you, both my sisters went through the same thing I went through.
And
both my older sisters.
Do you mind sharing? I don't know nothing.
Okay, well, both of my sisters have been molested.
By who?
By Malachi York. By Pops, Barbara, Esau, Mom, Esau, whatever. He had sex with them. And
at what ages?
At what ages? I mean, if you want to get the accurate number, you can ask them.
Around what age?
I mean, 13, 14, 7, 8. And I will only speak for myself as far as the personal thing that I've been through.
Of course, you.
And as far as, and I don't want to get graphic. One, okay, I'm a dude. I'm not going to be walking around saying that I've been molested, this, and that happened. As a man, you don't want to be going around saying that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when in my situation or the way I grew up, I was ready to move on. I left in 2001. I was ready to just live my life, move on, whatever. You know what I'm saying? The people started doing their investigations and stuff. The FBI started doing their investigations, started trying to get statements from people. Both my sisters went ahead and gave their statements.
Yeah.
I still had nothing to do with it. No statement, no nothing. When I realized, okay, they about to go to court. And I went through the same thing that they went through. Like, I'm my mother's only son. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm the man of the family. You know what I'm saying? My sisters were going to stand up for themselves, and I'm, you know what I'm saying? So, I was like, okay, well, and then that's when I gave my statement, and that's when I decided that, that I was going to go ahead and do it. Nobody wants to see they family go get locked away. So, I really understand how hard it is for people that's deeply involved in it also. And people got to understand, I was born and raised in it too. So I understand from inside out also what it feels like not to have this person around still giving leadership. So it's not no stranger, no random person that's saying, oh, this happened. I mean, this stuff, like, I was 7 years old. You know what I'm saying? I was upstate New York after Brooklyn, upstate New York when he first, touched me or whatever, And so from 7 to 14, 7 years that I went through this, you know what I'm saying? And that's my story.
Would you say there's been over 20 children molested by Dr. York?
I would say so. I mean, I would say that it was, if I could confirm people that I could strongly confirm, it would be about 15 or 20 people.
Obviously, if over 15 to 20 children were being molested, we have to now say, how come the adults wasn't saying nothing? Shouldn't they be locked up with Dr. York too? How come they're free to testify about it?
You understand the adults were separated from their children. So you had the girls in one house, the boys in one house, the women in one place, the brothers in one place, everybody was separated, so it wasn't no house with a family, and then you could recognize when your child is gone.
You mean to tell the world that none of these children had enough sense in their mind to go tell their parent that this isn't right? I've been touched sexually, I've been sexually abused. Not one child out of all these children. It could have stopped so long ago if just one child or just one adult. What caused all of this to come out? First, you hear nothing from nobody. Yeah. You hear nothing from nobody. Then you hear something from everybody, all at the same time.
So they hate the brother because he talked common sense. But people on that panel would be like, no, that sounds like pedophile looking ass. Because they play dumb is what they do. So they're saying, yeah, that makes sense. 20 goddamn kids, 5, 6, 7, 8, whatever age. So all of them didn't say nothing. That's something to think about. Like, damn, not one kid show any signs of what? Let's be detailed here. Let's talk like, common sense. Nobody bleeding out. Nobody having any type of rash, any type of sickness from this ill-mannered behavior going on. Okay. See, when you talk with sense, you make haters mad. You make people who are dumb and slow be like, oh shit, oh, you're a pedophile. The only thing they can do is attack because they can't keep up with your brain. All them people, he said 20. We just gonna play with 20. This is Polite said. He said, hey, 20 kids. None of them said nothing. None of them had any type of illness or sickness or showing any sign of someone penetrating them and making them do something because it was show. It was show. You mad because you don't want to hear us talk about it in that way about kids, but it'll show if a person is abusing a child. It will show. So that means the mothers and the fathers had to be down with it. The grandparents, whoever around in this compound, they all was in on it because something was show on these kids from behavior to body physical affections and on their skin. It was show. So everybody was riding with this shit, just like everybody was riding with Polite. But now all of a sudden, they was giving hints. They was trying to tell us whatever, allegedly that he's a molester. Stop this bullshit, man, because it doesn't make sense. And you mad because we don't just want to jump on a bandwagon and just start saying some shit because it's kids. So we have to come pedophiles to you. But that's cool. As long as you don't come and fuck around me with that bullshit allegation. I don't care if you 240, 350, nigga, you can get skinny in the grave. I'm going to keep telling you, nobody like YK, me, anybody who wants the truth ain't supporting pedophiles or kids getting harmed. It's you motherfuckers that's supporting them. But y'all not really supporting because you wouldn't give them not $1 that you make videos, make money from, on these kids' cases. You won't make no type of charity, no type of GoFundMe for molested kids. No, you looking out for yourself. But trying to use people's emotion. Y'all just like Pastor, but then you don't want to go to church. You just like Hebrew Brothers, but you don't want to go to Hebrew. You just like these organizations, but you just trying to do it through the YouTube. Let's be very sensitive and let's talk very sensitive and try to get people to give me money. And that's what you're doing. You playing off of people's emotions. I'm playing off the truth. What is the goddamn truth? Because this man said he was touched, but the dude who's under jail under the brick, he went to jail for some other shit. And the dude that came on your broadcast said the shit. Y'all downplay all that. That's how I know y'all full of shit and y'all some devils. Y'all downplay everything that fucking Puerto Rican clown said. You played it down. He said, hey, look, the sister wasn't on the compound. Oh, he didn't get charged for this. No pedophile shit. But you still calling Dr. York and Polite everybody pedophiles and molesters without facts and not truth because your emotions. But you ain't thinking about that. You just tell anybody like me and y'all YK, fuck you, pedophile. That's cool. You can do that shit from YouTube. You wouldn't do that shit in my face, just like you said, big 230, 240 guy, because those allegations get you shot more than once. I don't give a damn. Fuck the police and the FBI. They see you motherfuckers on here lying and threatening people, talking shit, slandering other people's name, don't even fucking know the people. They should take y'all channels down. They let motherfuckers like y'all, because y'all really attacking black men. That's the underline of y'all message. I can hear how these women was talking on here, and these dudes caping and kissing ass. Everything was little girls is the worst than little boys too. And people hear that shit. There's nobody taking you serious, man. You ain't really about them little girls. You about division and false allegations and shit that can get you hurt. All these people you call them molesters just because somebody fucking said it. Like anybody can say shit about anybody and your ass will believe it. They go after anybody. He is a raper. And your ass will start saying, yup, black man, that I know it. Nobody gonna lie about being raped and not being touched. And then the dude go out, he don't go to jail for rape or molestation. He go to jail for tax fraud or something. But you don't mention that shit. Because Dr. York ain't in jail for molestation or rape or anything. The dude on your broadcast, the little white Puerto Rican dude, he said he went to jail for some other shit. Not molestation or rape. But okay, your brain can't keep up.
They might not have been the medium to talk to anybody about the situation.
Not even their parents.
I mean, that's why, of course. I could have talked to I could have told my mother.
We chose not to.
It's not that I chose not to. To really...
Man, let me tell you one thing, like YK, I think I heard him say, black people just like to keep up with drama and not be about the truth. Drama sells, and you know, our oppressors support drama and bullshit and lies and lock us up over lies and bullshit 24/7. But they do it less to the black women. But that's okay. Black women gonna weep a lot. They're gonna weep. Let me say it again and say it so. Black women are going to weep in these last days a lot for going along with bullshit. And I always ask this question. I can't find out one white woman or any other race of woman talking down on a race of men on YouTube. I've been searching. I type the shit in all the time. You can't find it. Why you only find that shit amongst the black women? That's a question that you won't get them to ask. They'll only start talking shit. But that's okay. That shit talking lips gonna get closed up in these times of last days in trouble. You ain't got to believe the Bible. You're going to see yourself in turmoil and trouble and heart beating heavy. Because y'all the only race of women that's on the damn YouTube or any place you get a time to speak against your man. And in a positive light, you speak negative and try to make it all about black man ain't protecting women, black women. Every time. Sinetta carved that shit out on his recent show. I see these black women coming out doing this. Man, that shit is just what it is. The nigga you talking about right here, Polite, you try to call him a Dr. York, but Dr. York didn't go to jail for molestation or rape. He went to jail for something else. He said it on your broadcast. I recorded it and played and posted back up. Everything y'all was saying, he was like, nah, that ain't what it is. Nah. But you still going along with the shit. Same way you doing Polite. Because y'all indirectly work for the oppressor. And some of you motherfuckers work directly for the oppressor. You don't want truth. Like I said, hey, I want the truth, man. That nigga did it. Go to jail. Get punished. If he didn't do it, be free. Don't worry about being good with the black community. Because they were never good with you like YK say. Them motherfuckers don't care. They just care for the drama. You come out innocent, they still saying, hey, he got allegedly 4 cases he beat already. Nah, he shouldn't get no, man, fuck them, man. That's the only thing you can say. Because they not about the truth. They just about whatever make their pocket get a little money off the YouTube and the gram and all this bullshit.
Explain it would really take a lot. But I mean, you're not really yourself when you're not, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got no esteem. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got no. Because
a lot of these motherfuckers thought they was going to get some cash out of this big molestation Dr. York was doing. But like the Puerto Rican white dude said, he ain't go to jail for that shit. So, whoa. Y'all don't even got the facts and truth on that, but y'all running shit like it is. Because you just saying, okay, I go along whatever kids and people say without even being a verdict on the shit. Like, nigga ain't went to jail for it. I'm going to just keep saying it just because. Because a lot of y'all just fucking hurt, man. Whether y'all was touched by y'all mother, father, or grandparents. So now you want to think you on some type of revenge for the molesters or whatever. Not all those who was molested. No, you got to be on a revenge for the truth. What is the truth? Just because somebody touched you and didn't go to jail, or they didn't believe you, that don't have nothing to do with every goddamn case that come up. And that's what it seemed like y'all doing. Every damn little case that come up, y'all gonna say any damn thing. If it's a grown woman, little girl, you just gonna be, oh, ain't nobody lying about that. Ain't nobody lying about that. Without no facts or nothing. Oh, we just gotta counsel. Y'all just as worse, like I said, the LGBT community. Somebody say anything, put your lighters up if you don't got AIDS. Oh, that's LGBTQ. Show me where Dr. York went to jail for molestation. Show me where Polite was in jail for molestation. I don't want games. I want the truth.
No. You know what I'm saying? You can't even face like.
But I know only thing I'm going to get is emotions. You're going to talk that bullshit. But just don't come on to my face and come to my city and my state and approach me on any allegation or any bullshit, because you motherfuckers are the real pedos and the real widows and crazy ass motherfucking thinking people that nobody should want to hang with. Cause y'all don't want truth. Y'all walking in nothing but lies. Hey, I don't give a damn. We gonna ride until we figure it out. He guilty.
My mother she found out from my sister and she came to me and asked me about it. And I still really couldn't even tell her. I had to say, well, I had sex with the girl and he was there. And that was my way of telling her that, yeah, it happened. You know what I'm saying? But that's what the initial conversation. And this is like 2 weeks before we left. It was something I was under. I couldn't tell my mom. I didn't tell nobody. It was something that held me to not say nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because I looked up to him as my dad. Because I looked up to him as the person that he was. I thought he was a God figure. I thought and all those reasons, like, I'm
thought he was a God figure. That shit that people try to use a person as a God figure. That's excuses, man. People still using that shit today besides molestation. Just any other type of religion. He's a God figure. No, he not. You know that nigga ain't no God figure. Cut that bullshit out. You know that nigga a man just like you and bleed just like you. These motherfuckers who be lying like this. Besides, fuck this molestation shit. They just talk about people who just go to different organizational groups. Talk about they see people as God figures. Cut that shit out. You know these people just like you. Ain't no God figure.
I'm trying to see why is this going on? What's the significance? I'm young. I don't even know what really in the sex and I don't.
Why do you think he's locked up for 135 years, underground 60 feet, in a super max penitentiary with no one with a case likened to his own amongst cannibals? Not because what you think he should be locked up for, why you think he's locked up.
Well, I mean, to answer your question in the way that I think you're asking it, you know what I'm saying? Because one, you have a black leader that was getting black people together and was building a sovereign nation.
Tell me if this is something you believe. That's not what I want to hear. What do you personally believe? Dealing with the facts of the matter, not denying you of your experience, but based on what we all know, what is necessary to lock a person up when you accuse them of this type of
What I know from history is that whenever you have a black leader that's uplifting the people, that's doing something for the community, that's bringing people together, and that's building people and elevating people, then they get taken down. You know what I'm saying? And he wouldn't have been taken down, and he hasn't been taken down until they found something to take him down with. If he threw everything away by molesting kids, did he really care about everybody else? This is what I have to live with. I have to live with how do I come across the people that's in the knowledge and even vibe with them and talk to them on a regular level, and people looking at me one way.
Nah, that's all good. You can always come to a class of ours.
That's cool, but you know what I'm saying. But it is. But see, the thing is that
it don't make you a bad person.
At the end of the day, people's always gonna have his word over anybody else's word because that's all they know.
No, at the end of the day, he's locked up, so obviously they took your word over everyone else's. It doesn't matter. Like I told you, if we say he's innocent, when he's still locked up in prison, y'all word accounted for everything.
That inky right there.
I can't go back. You know what I'm saying? I can only face what's in front of me. And everything that's in front of me, I see people that's being misled. I see people that's under the impression, and even though
misled by what? People are saying Doc is being railroaded. That people are saying none of this has to do with the case as far as the government is concerned. The government don't give a damn about the accusations. Are you hearing what I'm saying?
You got people saying that kids haven't been molested. I can't see what you're seeing. I can't see I know what happened to me. I know what he did. I know what kind of person he is. You know what I'm saying? So,
what kind of person he is? That's a question I want to ask you. What kind of person is Dr. York?
I mean, you get what you see. You get what you see.
Tell me, who is he to
what
you?
people didn't see is also.
I asked about other people. I want to know about you. 99. I want to get into your mind. I want to know, what is he to you? Who is he to you?
Who he is to me right now? He's somebody that did a lot of things great, but had his flaws, and didn't correct those flaws. And he had years and years and years to correct those flaws. He didn't correct those flaws. Now I came back, and now he's incarcerated. Should he be in there? Should he be out? Someone like him shouldn't be incarcerated if they uplifted the community and doing what he did. But if you're gonna do that, and on top of that, still do the wrong thing for years and years and years, then you definitely shouldn't be out on the streets. That's if I was the devil, the perfect devil is the one who's gonna be a pastor, a preacher, or the one doing the right thing, and actually the one doing the wrong thing and send you to hell. That's the perfect devil right there. If I was a devil right now, I'd be telling you to do the right thing. I'd be telling you to live your life this way, and I'll be sending you right to hell. The devil knows the gospel as well as any pastor or preacher. So if the devil is going to do his job, what better way to do it than to have everybody lifting themselves or doing the right thing? And in actuality, it's like they're going up, but they're going this way. It's not just up. It's like they're going up and they're going astray. You know what I'm saying? That's the only really way that the devil could do his job, is to deceive people into thinking that he's actually God, to deceive people into thinking that he's actually Christ. That's why they say you will have false prophets and false messiahs. I would respect a wolf. If I was a sheep, I would respect a wolf that approached me and tried to hunt me down than a wolf that came in sheep clothing.
My whole argument in this whole situation is, should people be locked up based on what people believe? I got the right to be angry. You know why? Because the Lord promises me something different. The Lord promises me that we will lock people up beyond a shadow of a doubt. That's what the Lord promises me.
Yeah. But in this case, it was up to 12 people to have that reasonable doubt or not. And those 12 people made the decision.
It's not. So what's the point?
If you want to fight
it's your matter of opinion. If you
fight for it for another reason. Don't fight for it because he's innocent of a molesting kid.
Let's say he molested 1,000 children. Factually.
Okay.
Genetic evidence and everything. Things that we don't deny scientifically. We say.
You heard the key word, let's say. So it's not real. He's trying to make a point, but you don't understand English. But you'll say somebody trying to protect him or, cover him for him. But you do this shit all through your life. Hey, what if we go and do this and do that? But now you don't understand the shit now.
Wow. Okay. True. If someone was to ask me, would you still worship him as your Most High, acknowledge him as your Most High God? I would have to. I don't identify with everything he does there, much like I believe most Christians don't identify with everything they got.
He said he don't identify with everything he does. So he's talking about the molestation, allegedly, that Dr. York was not locked up for in real life. He wasn't locked up for molestation. But he said allegedly, just like people, and he started explaining it.
God does, because it says their God is a jealous God. And some Christians would tell you it's not right to be jealous. And some would tell you that, it shouldn't be vengeful. But in the Bible, it tells you Most High is a vengeful God. And it tells you shouldn't hate, but it tells you that God loved Jacob and he hated Esau. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's a difference between being a proud Wahabi and saying that he's innocent. Okay, that's two different people.
What Polite just did was do some comparison, which you slow brain people didn't understand. So you just gonna say he went with a pedophile, but the dude wasn't even locked up for being a pedophile in the first place. The fucking Puerto Rican dude said that shit on your broadcast, and you said him post this shit up like nobody was gonna come for your neck. He gave all the examples why he said he would still have to follow, because he said, hey, look, all these people still follow the Bible, and it says God is a jealous God, but they'll tell you not to be jealous. But their God is jealous. So he was like, hey, I'm just giving you comparison. But he also stated, I don't agree with everything he do or did or whatever. So if he allegedly raped 20 kids, molested 20 kids, he said, I don't have to agree with everything that he do or did. He said that, but you want to pinpoint and try to control the narrative because you're not dealing with truth. People of truth deal with the whole thing in the conjunction, like everything that is said. Not just picking something and try to run with that to, see. You take it all out of context, like the brother YK was saying, just to fit your fucking emotional, I was touched feelings. That's you. because you're not righteous and just. You just want to place something on somebody that you won't want to place on yourself. But your day are coming. Like a slave used to talk, your day are coming. Or Jamaicans, your day are coming, boy. Lick your ass. Your day coming for that. When you try to manipulate and control the narrative just like your oppressor.
Be a problem with me because I was born in the Wapi, but it's two different kinds of people. You got people.
If that's the case,
I can be, but how can I be a proud Nubians if the Nubians are saying that he's innocent and I'm saying that this happened to me? So now it is. You see how we sitting down talking. That's. But see, the thing is that now it's my word against the master teacher's word. And whose word is they going to take?
I know one thing the master teacher always taught is that when you're looking at the sides of the truth, there's his side, her side, his or her side versus his or her side. But really, in actuality, it's just the truth. It's your side, their side, and just the truth. There's only one truth.
That's right. That's all I'm looking for is the truth. Show me the truth that Dr. York went to prison for molestation, rape, which your Puerto Rican guy on the panel said nope. And wait till the Polite is innocent to proven guilty in the court of law. So if he get proven guilty, they'll show the facts and show everything. If you can't deal with that, you're not of the truth. You're just here for your emotions. You need to change your channel to emotions over everything because that's all you deal with is emotion, not facts. So let's get this off and go back and play this. I want to do some hours, get these hours out.
When he was talking to Real Talk, and Real Talk, he goes, "Oh, Real Talk cut him off. Oh, you trying to mess up my mind or whatever." That's what he was doing to all of us on the panel.
Oh yeah, I saw the manipulation from the jump.
You saw it from the jump, huh?
Yeah.
Let me Dr. York is Polite spiritual father, and he admits that. So.
And Polite is YK's father.
Let me show you. Let me show you guys this real quick because this is what you call manipulation. Okay, this is YK the Truth, and y'all can go to his video and see. Or if you don't even want to waste your time, you could just go back to watch the beginning of this video where I play all of his videos trying to cover up for Polite. And here we go.
You gonna have your Muslims. You gonna have your Jesus people. You gonna have all of these people that's gonna say he did it because of what he teaches. Oh, he's a baby Malachi York. He's a baby Malachi York. You talking about a brother with kids, man.
So now I'm going to ask my baby a couple things in Arabic or Arabic, Hebrew, English.
Now, you tell me, and again, like I said, the full video, I played the entire thing, but do you not see that as a manipulation tactic? Like
that ain't no manipulation tactic. He just saying, look, this man is a father. I started watching him because I seen how he dealt with his daughter, and I got daughters. Y'all just learned that word manipulation and like to use it all the time. Manipulation, narcissistic, arrogant. Y'all just love those words. But y'all don't even see yourselves. Put the mirror in front of yourself and watch your fucking video. That's what you are. What you try to attack, that's exactly what you are. Your inner demon. You are arrogant. You are a manipulator. You are a narcissistic person. But try to point out YK, Polite, Young Pharaoh, anybody like me, Nature Boy, when you have those same characteristics. And the more your channel grow, you're going to begin to expose yourself with your untruthful ass. You know, you're going to be feeling cocky, high ego, trying to be all like Kevin Samuels. I'm going to knock you off my thing. I ain't got time for this shit. You're going to start to be just what you're trying to say you against. It happens all the time. You're not going to be about the TRUTH, and that's facts. I'm going to go ahead and let you talk, man, because it's about to be an hour.
He goes, you guys have the nerve to call him Baby York? That's somebody's. What he say? He goes, he's a father. He got kids. Malachi York had over 200 kids, right?
You say you care about the children, and you don't want to be talking about the children who are the victims, right? Y'all Whitney Houston, children are our future, but you don't give a fuck about the kids on the other side that you against, but you care about the kids on the side of the victim. Now you understand? No, you won't, because you full of shit.
What is your point, sir?
You a pedophile jokingly.
What is your point, sir? Just because you're a father don't mean
fathers molest their own children too.
So, the fuck you talking about then? So every father molest their kid then. That's what you dumb niggas on here disagree to. Because that's what she's saying. She's saying all fathers who got kids molest their kids. Because she didn't understand YK's point. YK's point was, I don't think, there's another opinion thing, a possibility, alleged. He's saying, I don't think he'll do this when he's a father himself. Same like the 230-40 nigga came in here, the dude in the red hat. All the people who was asking YK, man, you're a father. That's what YK was saying about Polite. Y'all some foot in the mouth ass people. Y'all keep putting y'all foot in y'all mouth. According to her, all niggas with kids molest their kids. But I really know they understand what YK was saying, but it don't fit their narrative to make them look smarter than him. He's saying, man, I don't think Polite would do this. I seen how he raises daughters. Same way I want to raise my daughter right, teach her languages, let her travel, come with me traveling. But what you just said, so I said, so everybody who's a father who got kids, you're a molester, man. Because she said fathers do molest their kids, and man, y'all crazy as hell. See what YK is doing, he ain't here to try to uplift the negative bullshit. He don't want it to be so. But he's still saying, I'm gonna deal with the truth. And if he brother come out innocent, he come out innocent. He come out guilty, he come out guilty. In a court of law. He's approaching with fairness and balance. You approaching it with one side because how you was molested. Everything going back to you. So basically you faking that you love the kids, which is bullshit. And we call bullshit like he did on his channel, YK. Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. You don't care about the victim. The little girl, little boys, and none of that shit. And we can hear it in y'all speech, and it's y'all word against y'all selves. Because the girl had to say the girl's been attacked. Little boys too. She everything y'all play down with men. You play it down like a little. Oh yeah, men too. We smell the bullshit. It's like you baking it in the oven.
So what does that mean?
Thank you. He sounds stupid, and I'm gonna play it one more time just cause.
Jesus people, you gonna have all of these people that's gonna say he did it because of what he teaches. Oh. He's a baby Malachi York. He's a baby Malachi York. You talking about a brother with kids, man.
So now I'm going to ask my baby a couple things and do I pick.
This is straight manipulation. He had to insert the clip to make us see that Brother Polite is a good daddy or whatnot. Listen, I'm just.
There's people that can tell you good information all day. That don't make them a good person.
Man,
a serial killer tell you what time it is. What the fuck?
Fact.
I just want to know why that baby looks terrified.
I was thinking that too.
Nobody noticed that?
I was thinking that.
Yeah.
She looks terrified.
Oh, but hold on, y'all. I actually wanted to bring it back to the issue that we was talking about before. I believe we're in the state that we are in because the black family has been destroyed. The black community has been destroyed. You can't tell anyone about their kids. You can't tell anyone about themselves anymore. Period. We have been destroyed.
That is 100% correct. You know, that's why I want to say that, you know, it's evil people instead of just having a war of the sexes. You know what I mean? Because eventually we got to find somebody. Somebody that we can work it out with and just get it together and have healthy families again, you know. Well, but with that, I'm gonna say that, and I'm gonna let somebody else in.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
It starts with the organizations because most of the black organizations.
Thank you, Real Talk.
Was positive at first, right? Just like even if you look at the gangs, they started off for a positive reason, and they turned sour. Now it's a detriment to our community, and even when you look at the conscious community, people. I can't say that it started off good, but we had positive hopes for it. But look at it now; it's a detriment to our community, and it has poisoned and brainwashed the masses because it does. You can reach more people on social media than you ever could face to face every day. Then you got your other religious organizations that have a lot of corruptions going on. So when you just
there's always somebody who don't put forth now one goddamn finger trying to tell you what's corrupted and what's fucked up.
Spread that out. It's like they got, they have indoctrinations and they have like infiltrations.
Don't have one goddamn video of her breaking down any knowledge, any spiritual thing, but somehow she got all the goddamn answers.
All over the place.
Right. You know what? I actually agree with you, but I want to raise this point. I believe that it starts with the culture. I believe that if we all, just like all of us against pedophilia, right? We all share the same culture in that way. I believe if we started with the culture and we
y'all not against pedophilia, y'all against polite. Because y'all say pedophilia is happening all the time, but you're not talking about all the cases. You talking about polite case. That's one man. Allegedly, one case. You're not talking about all pedophiles, and you're not going after all of them. You're talking about one man.
Because the culture keeps you from doing stupid things. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, we don't do that. We do this. That's a part of our culture. And we have lost our culture. Our culture has been broken.
But it's I'm not going to just, because when you say culture, we're going back into that dividing because people have different definitions. But if you say standing up for right, like right now, really we're making progress because this has happened multiple times, but this is amongst one of the few times when
y'all not standing up for no damn right or whatever you talking about. You talking about deeming somebody guilty with shaky fucking evidence. Which all y'all admitted on this damn platform. Even the host herself was like, yeah, that's not the correct story. The mother said the story wasn't right. A lot of fishy shit going on, and you talking about right.
You've heard the majority of people who are standing up against it. You might have some people that are out here doing what YK is doing, but for the most part, everybody's out here and they're like, look, no, this dude gotta go. And then we're pointing the finger at other people that should have spoke out earlier. Because, Polite would have never
spoke out on what when you don't even have all the facts and truth. You don't even know how stupid you sound, man. That shit crazy. Talking about a story that don't have all the evidence to it as it is true. You have to be a delusional ass motherfucker and very evil and wicked to talk about some shit that you don't have all the puzzles to. That's like buying a 100-box puzzle. You get the puzzle and you only got like 20 pieces, and they say 100 on the box. God damn you.
Polite was introduced by House of Consciousness, just like a lot of these other people who've been scamming and fraud. And so, at some point, the House of Consciousness has to, be held accountable because it's like.
Watch out for people who always talk like they, them, and never give you specifics. That's them he say, she say motherfuckers. They don't never like calling out names when they say other people scamming and just like that. Say a name.
If they had spoken out earlier than now, then there could have been so many little girls, so many children, so many mothers, so many people saved, from going through trauma.
What I can say is Sonetta has called Polite out on his scamming. Sonetta has called Polite out on even pedophilia. Like he
not
has
like
thoughts.
he should. Not like he should, because he back.
Nope. He retracted all that. So stop trying to control the narrative. The nigga just recently did it this year. He said, I had no proof of that. So everybody moving off of no proof, man. And want to call everybody else stupid and crazy and weirdos when you fucking moving off of no proof or nothing. But you right, you righteous, you good, you got morals, you got principles.
Tracked as well. It's like this: if you actually care about the people, then I don't care if that's your friend or not. You got to look at the bigger picture. You got.
Why the hell would you speak on something that you don't even know is true or not? This shit is crazy. I'm gonna say somebody's emotions don't really have the proof to it or truth, and you gonna hold me to that because I said it on my broadcast. Slow your brain down so you can catch up with your body, because your ass is way up there. Don't know what you're talking about. Moving too fast. The dude said he don't have no proof of that. He just said it.
You got to think about all the other, like, that might be my friend, but, you know, like, covering for my friend is going to harm 20 to 30 little girls or 20 to 30 little children. Then you got to look at the bigger picture and the greater good. And the great.
Now they put numbers on the shit. Polite molested 20, 30 different kids. Or you talking about Dr. York? Allegedly.
The good is, you know, that might be my friend, but, you know, like my friend needs some help, but my friend got to go. You know what I'm saying?
What I noticed? You know what I noticed? You know what I noticed, and I don't know if anybody else sees this, but I'm sitting here thinking, name me one woman on that platform or within the conscious community that they put in the forefront. It's dominated. It's dominated by all males.
Right.
Yeah, cool. We'll get this shit right here. All you motherfucking women on here just talking from emotions and no facts and proof. Y'all hear some shit and roll with it. Hey, this guy molested somebody. Oh, that's it. Come out, he innocent. Oh, shit. Then you move on to the next one. Because you ain't dealing with truth or righteous or right, whatever the fuck you on here babbling about. You just babbling. All the people you talking about had said something that they didn't have no fucking proof. And you ain't gonna mention that though, because you a fucking devil. You the reason sin came into the world. You a damn devil. You'll hear a man say something real truth and profound, and you don't even say it. Sarnetta said, I said that shit without no proof. So you should kill that shit. You still gonna keep going on with it. Polite was exposed and he wasn't told. Nobody give a fuck, man. Like Polite said, you don't get no views unless you talking about him. Sarnetta came out and said, I said that shit without no proof. That should have been the end of it. Like, okay, damn, shit. This is crazy. All these allegations, no jail time. The Sarnetta come out and say, hey, I said some shit without no proof. Well, no. Who's still pushing the shit? Women. 1, 2. This woman here. Woman here. All these women. These are women. There might be a woman right here. Yeah, that's that coat woman. She gonna start talking. That's all off of emotions. You can't run shit. Nobody can deal with emotions. You can't go in the courthouse with emotion. You need evidence, proof, truth, facts. Y'all turning this shit into a black man and black woman debate and battle type shit. Because none of y'all had no factual proof. The goddamn news story, all janky. Some of y'all don't agree with the news story. It was $1,000. Dude came on and said it was $10,000. So everything's all out of whack.
That's a sign right
and they pushing, well, y'all gotta out, you know, they're pushing negative stuff. If you really pay attention, they pushing a lot of, like, it's a lot of women that have also been harmed through HOK. It's a lot of women that have disappeared. I'm a veteran. I know a lot of the stories. You know what I'm saying?
Look at that ego. I'm a veteran, but she can't. You gonna call somebody else a narcissistic, egotistic, arrogant person? But just look how you talking. Man, this ain't nothing but a bitch show. And I ain't gonna bridle my tongue. Like these sucker ass niggas right here. And any other sucker nigga right here. Cause there's more women in there. And this sucker nigga here. There's 3 niggas in there. I ain't saying shit. Trying to get some pussy and smoke some weed. And eat some dookie and eat some fish. Just a group of women talking about shit that ain't got no facts behind. Just a jank ass report and a jank ass news channel thing, and that's it. All we saying is, look, man, let the truth come out. If the nigga guilty, he guilty. If he innocent, he innocent. And that hurt your damn feelings? That's why they kicked your ass out the HOK. You probably one of them got kicked out. It's only everybody on this panel is people that been hurt. Ain't nobody for the truth.
But wait, hold on, real quick. If you see me drop down, it's so that because there's somebody by the name of Kareem that sent me a super chat and he asked to come on here. So
I can leave. You don't have to drop down. It's your show. I can leave. I just wanted to say one thing with the Sonetta. Him trying to say, and then I heard YK say it earlier. Oh, well, he just said that because he's mad.
But I don't want you to leave. You weren't up here that long.
So this is the thing with you motherfuckers. Nothing that anybody else say holds any weight, but everything you fucking say holds weight. That's how you live your life. Somebody who said the shit the first time come back and say, hey, I said that shit out of anger. Oh, no, we don't believe you. It's what I say. I say...
Oh, well, no one else seems to want to go, so I just want to be polite and everything. And it's late. I mean, I'm in Cali, so it's like 3:40, almost 3:40 in the morning or whatever.
I'll actually drop down, though. I'll drop down. You can stay.
Q, you don't gotta drop down. You barely got to say much either. Let me just see if Zah Mandel, are you still here? Because I haven't heard from you. And Ra,
yeah, no,
are you still here? Okay. I'm just checking to see if either one of y'all fell asleep, because you remember the other person on my panel fell asleep, so I just have to make sure.
That's fucking crazy, man.
I'm doing some more digging. I'm gonna get with y'all. I'm gonna do some more digging. I'll catch y'all on the next one.
Okay, you want me to drop out, sis? You want me to drop out?
No, E. You can't. No, you barely was even on here. I want to say thank you to the brother that just dropped down, because he was the one that was showing us the documents. I'm gonna drop this link for Kareem. Thank you. Kareem said, this isn't the first time confronted. Please drop the link. So I'm assuming he's obviously been accused of this before.
Yeah.
Hold on.
This is at least his fourth time in his adulthood.
Can you guys address this as well with me? Raekwon says, why, when Sonetta called it out before, nobody said nothing? That's a very good point, but I think I believe, I said that's a very good question, but I believe it's because there was nobody that took their child to the hospital to get checked or to get semen samples.
It's not that nobody said
actually.
Sonetta retracted that and said, "Oh, I was just mad." So how are we gonna take? Like, we supposed to take this?
Sonetta said it 3 years ago. Nobody really said nothing about it 3 years ago. That's what the person.
I mean, I heard some people mentioned it, but clearly it didn't get like all the, I guess, the big uproar now because of the current situation. But Dr.